Oh my god, that would be perfect though.
I'd hate it.
Oh god. Now I have to remember exactly how I was doing Shio's accent.
Trent is a morning and a night person, so he will be the first to wake up.
He's just a person then.
He's just a person.
Alright, time to
Yeah, I
Just
can't
a
forget.
person.
time to play the song of whatever sea shanty Dust made the title.
Bones in the Ocean. It's the same.
one.
It's the same
one as last week.
It's the same
Alright.
one. No. Well, that's the idea. I'm gonna name all of them after different lyrics in the song. And they will all correlate as to what happens in the session. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Troll's about to see all of his friends
Ooh.
out there. That's crazy.
Correlation.
Oh crap! Wait, is there music for this session?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where? Oh, there it is. Fantasy Plug. Listen, man, I don't need the sass.
You're gonna fucking get it.
Go.
No, man, I'm gonna be mean to
Oh,
you
wow.
until I can't be because Trent isn't like that.
You're gonna be mean to me
Wow.
until I snitch on you to Momo, and then you'll stop.
Listen, man.
I think the entire time that we play, I'm just gonna be listening to CPR by Cupcake.
Sure.
Amazing.
Why not?
It
Atlas.
feels fitting.
It's like
What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna listen to the Harlem Globetrotters playoff of 2019.
Fine, I'll just listen to fucking the rugby, I guess.
Alrighty.
Why not?
I will put us here. Checking something over here. Oh right, Hunter, you're still in the dark.
Fuck, hang on. I gotta fucking change it every week. I forgot. Okay, hang on.
I think it's really funny because it's not even every week. It's there's a week between one and less than 24 hours between the other one.
Hello, I am now Droll.
There you are. Hello.
Nah, Dust, I can hit him with the flashback. Hello,
Oh.
friends of Dirt.
Oh no. It's all zoomed in. It's
Hello,
his
friends of
face.
Dirt. What doing today?
What doing today?
I don't like where this is going.
I don't
Oh,
like where
man.
this is going either.
Don't worry, Dern is dead.
Yeah.
Bane,
Yeah.
come pick me up. I'm scared.
Dust killed him.
I did.
Dust killed him.
But somebody could
Dust
resurrect him in the
killed him?
future, maybe.
Maybe.
Dustian killed him?
Yeah.
Good for you,
Somebody might
Dustian.
resurrect him in the future, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Oh, were you talking about Dern? Is that what I just heard?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty. So,
I'm here to serve you customer service. Anyway.
I'm gonna get us going. Last session, you all had met in a small tavern inn of sorts that existed on one of the southernmost edges of Oakrithel. Some of you visiting, some of you brought up, all for the purpose of meeting with a captain of a ship who was said to have a vast amount of wealth that he wanted to give you all if you were to provide him with food and protection on his way to the duchy. There was a slight inconvenience as a warlord of Oakrithel confronted you all, asking for all of your things. You beat his ass. But you didn't kill him. You sent him away. And he did, because he didn't want to die. Then you all boarded the ship and set sail. The captain appears very weak and also very weird. Being heavily, I guess wounded is the right word, but not in like a battle-torn sort of sense. He seems very malnourished and frostbitten and paranoid. He gave you only one rule, was that you were not to enter the captain's quarters. Then you all were to investigate the ship, where you discovered some runes that you were able to make out to be non-detection. It seems that this ship was built for the expressed purpose of not being seen or heard in any way. You are completely secluded out here. Then you all went to bed in your own places, and something else happened that none of you saw. Maybe. We're gonna start with Drool. Sleeping on the top deck of the ship, you might notice something. I would like you to roll me a perception check. A 20. Alrighty.
Good.
That is a success. You hear the sound of footsteps on the ship deck. I imagine that alerts you enough to wake you up. Is this something you'd like to investigate?
He doesn't get up,
or-
but he does kind of open one eye and look in the general direction.
You look around, you hear them. The sound of weight being pressed down on waterlogged wood. That creaking noise. But you don't see anything. You look on the ground where the footsteps are being heard to see maybe someone's invisible. But no. The wood isn't bending. There's nobody there. But you can still hear them.
So I hear people like walking around and moving, but I do not see anyone.
You hear one. You hear a single set. With the 20, I'll give you that detail. You hear a single
I hear
set
an
of
singular
footsteps.
person.
Yes, walking around. It's a little muffled, so it's probably just not up here. It might be down below with where everybody else is. Are you
Well, if
gonna?
it's not up on the top deck, then he'd go down
Absolutely.
quietly as he can do.
You can look about on the top deck for a moment. You do determine that it is not coming from inside the captain's quarters, which are locked.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way to the ladder. Just as you're going down, you hear a very odd creaking of wood, a thump, and then the footstep stops.
He continues to go down and tries to find the source of the noise.
You
Wherever he
see,
last knew where it was.
you see your party members resting in their own way. Looking around, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, if he doesn't see anything, he'll just make his way back up to where he was leaned up against one of the masts and stay up for a little while, but eventually go back to sleep unless he hears something.
Mm-hmm. You will stay up, waiting just in case, but you will not hear or see anything. And so you will go back to bed. Irith, you are
What?
a lunar cleric, are you not?
Yes.
How often does Irith see visions of the future?
Every so often, she'll get one.
Well, it just so happens that tonight is such an occasion.
Of course it is.
Sleeping as you are, you will open your eyes to see the starry night sky resting above the ocean, cloudless, but bright as if it was day. You look around, lifting yourself up from your hammock. As you turn to look at it, it's gone. You stand on a platform of cracked, bending wood that stretches on forever. It splinters damp and rotted by waterlogging. Nearby, a sole door lies in view. The front side completely unusual. As you look around to the back side, You see it is covered with hundreds of constantly shifting and incomprehensible locks. You attempt to twist the knob, but it doesn't budge. You tap the door, you hit it, you kick it, but nothing happens. You turn around, and a clicking sound is heard. Dread suddenly crawling up your spine. You flip around to see the door lying on the ground in pieces, and a room beyond its frame shrouded in shadow. You creep closer, your light shining through the dark, but before you can reach what you are looking for, a bell tolls. It rings and resonates with such terrifying might that your ears begin to bleed. You fall backwards, yet the sky grows closer as you are launched from the platform, unable to hear the splintering destruction of wood beneath you as something barrels through it. Geysers of water as far as the eye can see, flooding everything. Then, suddenly, a wall of bone with a single darkened hole smooth at the edges. It aligns with you, the pupil within alighting before you are consumed whole. And then you wake up.
It does sound
Oh,
evil.
what the fuck?
And then there's a little kobold man. What's Bryn doing?
And then
is-
there's Goldfingies.
Yeah, I don't know why he's here, but he's here. And then the next day will come.
Oh, that must be the dream part of the dream.
Dream.
Dern does not understand what's going on.
Shut up! You're not part of the series.
No, you're not in
You're
this
not in this
episode.
episode.
So good.
My contract stipulates.
Literally, that's what Shio's gonna say when he starts banishing enemies. No, you're not in this episode.
This is not the beach episode.
Come
But
back.
you're
for the
certainly
fucking
acting like a
episode.
beach.
You all will wake up as the clouds cover most of the sky, the sun shining through just enough to give you light. And at this point, I look to you all. I have many things on the ship, an event or two that may or may not occur. However, this is a very small open world. You may look into anything that you wish. You may simply talk to each other. There is no time limit. Do what you will.
6-hour D&D.
I leave it up to you. Nope, that's not what I mean. There is a time
No
limit.
time limit. You said no time limit.
There is a time limit of about 2.5 hours. So
It's not what you said.
well, you know what? I said it now.
No take backs. Punch buggy, no punch backs.
So Soren will kind of just find his way up and about, do his normal morning routine of checking on his crossbow, making sure everything's up and working, making sure that everyone's, still in one piece and nothing happened in the night. And then the first thing he's going to do, DM, can I tell what time of day it's going to be at this point? If it's like early morning, late morning, something like that?
It's early morning.
Okay. For anyone who decides to be up on the deck when he decides to be active, you're going to see him produce this, 10-foot pole from out of nowhere, by the way.
What the fuck?
And, as he, takes it, he's, essentially, eyeing it, and you'll see, there's, small carvings all up and down it in some sort of, giant or maybe draconic, you're not sure. But he's just going to say something very softly under his breath, and he's going to flick it, and it's going to turn into a fishing rod. I'm using my pole of angling, by the way, DM.
Absolutely.
Bro's going fishing.
Bro is going fishing.
Droll is staying up on the top deck, but he's looking out and around, making sure nobody's coming towards the ship that he doesn't know about.
Absolutely.
Anyone who slept down below the deck would probably have seen Trent. The first thing they see when they woke up was Trent sitting in a chair strumming his lute, with his zombies kind of just sitting in the chairs next to him.
Sure. Trent, really quick for you. At the beginning of each long rest, I'm gonna have you use your spell slots to maintain your guys.
You got it. That's, I believe, 2 third levels.
I believe right now it's just 1. Or no, do you have 3 guys right now?
I have... Yes. I have 3.
Okay, then it would be 2.
Alright, cool.
I have yes. That's an answer.
I have yes amount of
Shio-
guys with me.
I think Shio wakes up kind of surprisingly early. Probably around the same time as like Soren and the others. And immediately just looks very like bedraggled and tired. Snaps his fingers, and just uses magic to look like pristine. Just prestidigitation immediately. Like simply for the sake of keeping up appearances.
Absolutely.
Oh, dude, I know a lot of wizards who do that trick.
Yes, well,
Asuki,
you see, I am not a nerd.
Well, we're the best kinds of nerds, you know?
You study for your magic. I was born this way.
Yeah. I'm sorry you couldn't go on the amazing journey I went on. But we could go on this one
Beautiful in
together.
my way, because God makes no mistakes.
Of course.
I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way.
Asuki, what are you doing?
he's a pretty early riser. After the first person wakes up, essentially he's also up, and he's gone up to the deck to start tending to his weapons and just kind of waking up. He's got another lollipop, despite it being, so early. He's just tending his weapons and watching Soren start to fish.
Absolutely. Which I should resolve. Soren.
Alright.
What do I have you roll?
I
Survival.
was hoping for like sleight of hand or something because that's why I took it. But if you want it to be survival and whatever, I will not.
I actually think survival is the call here.
It's okay. Let's see.
Wow, we never roll survival. I wonder how this will go.
Oh, come on.
I mean, you have an inspiration if you wanted to use it for this. You don't have to, though.
It's only the first day of the journey.
It's also your first roll of fucking.
Yeah. You wait out for a while, waiting for fish. You've done this a lot, but you're not getting nearly as much. I guess it's just not very common this side of the world. But you will get a small bite. Make me just like a perception check.
Sure.
He's not catching any fish because he forgot to bait his hook.
That's so funny.
And now I roll an 18.
You feel the hook latch into something, and then you watch as, you immediately try and reel, but you pause for a moment, and the line keeps going. Whatever you've hooked isn't moving. If you'd like to reel it in any way, you can. But that is what you notice.
Going to just reel it in anyways at this point. Let's see what's going on. Did I catch seaweed again? Pretty much is what he's thinking.
Is that a rock? Man.
You will reel in. It is surprisingly heavy as it crests above the water. Not too big of a problem for you, thankfully, but still. Oh no, never mind. You have a 14 in strength. It's a little bit of a problem. But nothing crazy. You pull it up and you see a large fish get pulled up. However, it looks as if several holes have been bitten out of its sides, enough that you can look into them and see that most of it is hollowed out.
I believe Trent would be coming upstairs around this time.
Mm-hmm.
So he's sort of
Chio too.
watching this happen.
First catch of the day, broski.
Yeah, first catch. This is going great. And he's just gonna like start studying this fish at this point. Do I notice anything in the holes? Do I notice anything aside from the holes? Is there anything about like? Is it just going all the way through?
Roll me nature.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
11, higher than a 10. This isn't a puncture wound. This isn't like somebody poked a spear through it and now there's just a hole in it and all the stuff fell out. They look like bite marks around the sides. Something basically burrowed into this thing and ate it from the inside out.
I see. Soren, not fully trusting it, is still going to pretty much like set it aside in a barrel or something like that, just for later, just in case they need like bait or anything. But he's not too happy about it at this point. Looks a little annoyed.
I think Shio sees.
Yeah, he's gonna go and cast it again.
Absolutely.
You
Shio.
want some bigger bait?
Yeah, Shio sees the fish and goes, "Do not worry, I have this." And he's gonna get on his broom of flying, fly down like alongside the ship, just over the water, and is gonna cast Sorcerous Burst with lightning on the water.
It's just. Oh my god. Is Soren going to see them do this?
I imagine.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not hiding.
Okay, I just don't know how like far, like close to the water or whatever that they're going, because he's just pretty much staying just by the edge. He wasn't really gonna like look down. It depends on how close to the ship you're staying.
Yeah, just like right next to the ship, just goes down, points at the water, casts Sorcerous Burst, and just electrocutes a small section of water.
Soren, you'll see this, and whatever you're feeling will begin to boil up for a moment. And so you can choose how to react to this. I'm not going to choose for your character, but before you react verbally, both Soren and Shio will notice as you do this, nothing will float up to the surface.
You
No
know,
fish here.
if you're going
I'll
to
try
do
again
something
later.
so brash, we're going to have a lot of problems. And he's like barely holding it together at this point. He's fuming.
Brash.
That's not. I'm going to the other side of the boat. He's going to the other side of the boat now.
Absolutely.
This
So
is a
he'll sort
very
of follow to see if
way
he can.
fish when there are fish to catch.
Shio, can you make me an insight check for me? A 10. Soren, what does a 10 get Shio when trying to determine why you are upset about this?
Soren seems perturbed at this point, probably just because of the way that they did it so brashly, so like damaging to the environment in that kind of way. But what they would see on his face is pretty much like this like teeth grinding stone cold just kind of look as they just kind of throw their hands up and start making their way across the boat.
Absolutely.
Well. Well, that just happened.
Yeah, Shio flies back up to the ship and just looks at Trent and just goes, "That guy is a wet blanket."
Maybe he's just worried about the environment.
Yeah, I mean, fish are fish. I'm not electrocuting the entire ocean.
Yeah, but me personally, I get tired of fish eventually. Trent will say that.
Yes,
and
but we only have so many rations. We should really make it last.
Well,
He
maybe
himself was
just,
trying to fish.
maybe just try talking with him about your ideas before you do them.
I thought the whole, "Oh, you are fishing. Let me help." The whole, "Let me do this. I've got this." I thought
Well,
that
it's
was
different.
pretty clear.
there's a difference between putting like a pole, like fishing with a pole, and then electrocuting the water. Because we don't even know what lives in here. There are plenty of like folk and stuff that live in water that you could probably accidentally harm, and then they could become agitated, get on the ship, and attack us, dude.
You think too much.
I am a wizard.
Geo has a comparable intelligence to Trent, and is just like this fucking nerd.
Well, I'm gonna go talk with the captain, see what the plan is for today.
Alrighty. I have committed the cardinal sin of not going to the bathroom before D&D, so I'm gonna go do that right quick. I'll be right back.
Amazing.
Right
Quick,
back
everybody,
after this.
overthrow the DM! Overthrow
I was
him!
just gonna say mutiny,
Time,
mutiny, mutiny.
it's time.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare!
Alright, so there are 10 wolves.
There are 10 wolves.
All of my
Two wolves
mastiffs
inside
now
you.
have pack
You're gay.
tactics.
Oh my god.
So
I
like,
We'll
will
be
go
right
have
back
fishing at
after
this
this
point.
product placement. Alright, guys, I think it's time for the daily what's going on at NQP.
Okay.
Okay, right. So tomorrow, we have the Mother's Slumber. Then
Mother
we
to
have
be
Rite of
slumbering.
King. Then on Friday. No, Thursday.
There's a lot
I'm in
of
the
stuff on
UK.
Thursday.
Times are a bit weird in the Thursday of me. Thursday we have the plight of, I can't pronounce that. Kyleg?
I like.
the
I think it
Flash of
is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Thursdays we have the plight of Kyleg. This is just what's showing up in events for me, by the way. I'd like to point that out.
No,
Fantastic.
you're involved in all these games.
Friday, Domain of Demons, Group 2. Saturday, Blood Oath, by any means. Lack of Love. Sunday, Gathering of the Seasons. Dreams of Blue Skies. And Vampires the Masquerade.
Ooh ah.
Every other Friday, we have a Stormlight TTRPG hosted by Corellian. Not every Friday, it's just every other Friday, you know?
I'm back.
Yeah, starting the 31st.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what's happening right now? Domain of Demons and Bones in the Ocean. And that was your friendly NQP product placement. See you guys
There
next
are,
week.
in fact, bones in these oceans.
There are just a
There
little
are
bit.
indeed.
Um,
Dust, I hope you know every week I'm going to do an NQP product placement.
It's going to be
Go
the
for it.
same every single week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like mix it up a little bit, but you know.
Trent.
Make sure that you check out the Bloody Hunter's Guide to Sindal.
It is a good one.
yeah.
That one
It is pretty
and
good. Let me tell you, I have it. It's pretty good.
what's it called? The other one, the Adventurer's Manual.
The Adventurer's Guide.
Yeah.
That one's pretty
Unique
nice.
Make
artifact.
sure you buy the books.
Essence
Can't
of
get them
Conquest.
anywhere else.
Essence of Essence of Conquest is in there, huh?
It is.
I need to give that to somebody. It's been so long since I've given them Essence
Yeah,
of Conquest.
give it to us, Dust. It'd be really funny.
Nope. You.
You're right.
We'll
Don't
see.
give it to us. Don't give it to this party. Give it to Nadar.
I mean, you could probably try and make it. Either way, Trent, you
I didn't
will
even consider making one.
break away to go find the captain and ask what is going to be happening today, while Soren continues to fish and Drool continues to look around for anything that might be off. I'll do a quick check-in with you, Drool, before I go to Trent. You do not see anything particularly off, though, now that we're actually on the top deck altogether, I will describe a few things. Which,
Shot every time Dust calls me Drool instead of Drull.
Droll. Okay.
Hey, Drool. No, that is not what that word says.
The top deck is an open deck with a crow's nest and a single mast attached to a wooden pole with rope ladders leading up towards the top. 2 sets of stairs hug the captain quarters leading towards the wheel. A wooden lip acting as a fence surrounds the entirety of the front deck with 2 cannons and some cannonballs on each side. Beyond that, there are a few miscellaneous things, such as an anchor tied to some rope around a small metal pole, as well as a few piles of loose rope. Ahem. Description done. Drool. You do not see anything
Still
else.
not drool.
Droll. You do not see anything terribly out of the ordinary. You do not see any ships or anyone sort of coming after you, at least not at this particular moment.
It's less people coming after the Droll's looking for, and more giant flying creatures.
Oh, sure. Looking out for dragons is a very good call. You don't see any nearby. There might be
Droll's
some.
lived here for a while. He knows what the fuck's around here.
There could be some Naga or Hydra in the ocean. You've heard about dragon turtles. There could be one such thing here, but you don't notice any right now. Trent, you will move towards the captain. You will begin looking around for a small while before you see the captain's quarters open. Very slowly, the small creak as he pokes his head out, sees you, and slips out and closes the door behind him.
So, what's the plan for the day, Captain?
Right, the plan, as it were. Trying to remember this guy's accent. I think it was that.
It was about that, yeah.
Well, today is just going to be smooth sailing, hopefully. I don't think it's gonna storm or nothing, so we just go straight ahead, non-stop. That's about it. We should get there in a couple of weeks, hopefully.
It's good to hear. Man, I do love some free time.
Uh-huh.
I've been meaning to talk to you, actually. When I had some free time.
Okay.
It's like, zombies, huh? They kind of keep you on your toes. You seemed a little scared of them when I first came aboard.
I imagine they're, like, nearby.
Yeah, they're kind of blocking the way to head to the rest of the party.
Yeah, no, it's, undead aren't my favorite, so to speak, but I understand the practice. Beggars can't be choosers in a situation like mine.
But you asked me a weird question, and it's that if they were mine, meaning you've been seeing some zombies on your travels, huh? Maybe undead?
There's been some sightings. I've been. I don't know if they were zombies per se, but they sure looked undead. But it's fine. Y'all are here now. I just wanted to make sure you weren't the one bringing all those zombies on board.
Of course. That would be probably a good on your end to check that out.
Yeah. Can't be too careful.
Just so I know, so I'm not surprised. Where did you see these zombies?
Can you roll me a persuasion check? With advantage, the sun's the sun's blocked by the clouds right now.
I'm also indoors, haha. Anyway, let's see. Advantage. Persuasion, you said?
Yeah. He'll look at you for a moment, and he's shaking a little bit. You think it's just because he's cold. He's not wearing very heavy clothing, but he'll just point out towards the ocean and say, whenever I stop the boat, I think I see him. I can't tell if they're ghosts or not, or I might just be too tired, But I've seen him out there between the waves.
So every time you stop the boat, they appear.
After some time, yes.
Is that why you got that crazy set of runes in the lower deck? You think someone might be spying on you?
He pauses for a moment, and his eyes go wide, and he'll go, yeah, no, I'm a little worried about, I like to be secret, keep my travels secretive. I'm not very big on people for the most part, cost a lot of money, but I got this thing made in ship shape. That's all that was for, though.
All right. Well, you enjoy your free day, Captain.
Right, my free day.
And he's also going to go into his backpack, and he's going to pull out a blanket and hand it to the captain.
He'll take the blanket. He's gonna look at it for a while. Is there anything up with this blanket, or is it just a blanket?
Straight up just a blanket.
He looks at it for a very long time, and then he'll wrap it around himself.
All right. You have a good one. And then Trent will walk past the zombies, and the zombies will follow him back out onto the deck.
Absolutely. I see. What have you guys been doing in the side chat? I gotta look at this.
Chatting.
Talking about fish.
Oh, fish talk.
Talking about the fish, yeah.
She knows nothing about fishing. She knows nothing. She's just
Yeah.
she's like, this is a great opportunity to learn something. Oh, it's a parasite. Okay, wow, yeah,
I mean, can I, investigate the fish or anything?
The one that got eaten from the inside out?
Yep.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
way she's inspecting it is she's holding it the way that men do in their Tinder profiles. That's how she's holding it to inspect it right now.
Investigation with reliable, that's a 16 is perfectly fine. God,
Yep.
the fact you have reliable. Looking around, looking at various wounds, I think investigation is the wrong stat to get anything terribly substantial, but I'll give you something.
Do you want me to roll something else?
Yeah, I mean, you already rolled investigation, so I'll give you something with investigation.
Okay.
This, let's see, what do I want to give you with this? It already appears to be rotting, I think is what I'll give you. It has been hollowed out, and that is not because of the rotting, but you can tell around some of the edges of skin where there are small sort of pock marks that this thing has decomposed a little bit.
So it's not alive.
It is not alive.
Fantastic. I was about to be very concerned. So sort of drugs. He didn't get much from that. It's rotting. It's been eaten from inside out. He's not too fussed about it.
I mean, nothing good left. I mean, I might be able to use it for bait on something else, but that's about the most we'll get out of it right now.
Perhaps. Odd, but, stranger stuff.
I guess if you wanted to learn, he's gonna look towards Irith again. I could show you how to fish, but I highly doubt we're gonna get anything real today.
Well, I could still learn, surely.
Just don't break my rod, please. And he's going to,
my bad.
if they're open to it, Soren will spend time showing whoever wants to learn how to fish.
Absolutely. I know at least Irith does. If anyone wants to watch and participate, feel free to come over. But
Isugi's just sort of watching.
absolutely.
He knows how to fish.
After Trent's get back on the deck, he's going to take a look at that fish.
Absolutely, Trent. Trent, what check would you like to make looking at the fish?
Maybe traces of Arcana, and then maybe a medicine check to see if this was at some point undead?
Go ahead and give me Arcana.
All right.
$23. You look over it. There's not traces of necromancy. There's just necromancy. There's something heavily necromantic influenced this thing's death.
Trent's smile will get wider. And then he's gonna go learn how to fish.
Absolutely.
Oh, you've decided to join us for fishing?
Yeah, dude, skis. I'd love to
Brent's
catch.
gonna pinch the bridge of his nose at this point.
I'd love to catch that major fish that you got caught earlier, Soren. Macho impressive, my dude.
There's nothing. Whatever. And he's going to essentially just kind of like start going through the motions of the basic about like, you know, what the rod is, what the reel is, that type of stuff, and how you're supposed to like kind of like cast it and whatever.
Absolutely.
He's just like take time, just like showing them a couple of casts, and then he's got to start handing it off to whoever wants to give it a shot. If you throw my pole into the water, we're screwed on food. So maybe take a step back from the edge.
Iris takes a step back from the edge.
Take a step back,
She's like, oh.
casting the line outward. At this point, at some point during the... Oh, water walk, understood. At this point, during the sort of teaching, the boat will get moving. The captain will probably ask you, seeing that you guys aren't busy, Drool and Shio, to take care of the mast for him. Assuming you do, you don't have to, but assuming you do, the boat will begin to set sail again.
Honestly, Shio is miffed that his version of fishing didn't work, so he just jumps down onto the surface of the water and just starts like walking alongside the boat, and is just peering down looking for fish.
Absolutely.
Did he take care of the mast?
Droll does the mast.
Asubio
Droll
will help
do
with the
the
mast too.
Absolutely. Doing a quick once over of those as the rest of you start fishing and one of you starts walking. I'll get to you, Shio, eventually. The boat will begin moving. Irith, you will cast the rod out into the sea, and then you will wait. Some time will pass. Fishing is a sport of patience, after all. And eventually, after some time, you will feel a slight tug. And you'll notice it too, Soren. Imagine you're paying close attention.
Very close. Yep.
Trent's kind of like hanging off the side, and like after a while, he's gotten impatient. He's like, dude, and he's been asking like really like stupid philosophical questions, like, dude, what if we're the fish?
Oh, look at that! There's something on the line.
Amazing.
Irith, you feel a tug. You begin to pull, following Soren's directions. It isn't easy, but you're starting to get a good grip on it, and it's tugging. It's tugging really hard. Make me an athletics check, Irith.
Can I assist them in any way?
Sure. You can give Irith advantage.
Right.
Go for
If
it.
it looks
You
like
got
they're
it.
really, really struggling, the zombies will come in and help them.
I'm mostly just making sure we don't lose the rod.
17.
That's pretty good.
Not
17. You begin to pull, and you're beginning to move it forward, but it's pulling hard, Irith. That strength check was not to see if you can get the fish up. You fully are brought to your feet. As you start to pull against this, and there's a moment where you go tumbling forward, and are pressed up against the lip of the boat, and you're able to hold yourself still as Soren grabs the rod and helps pull with you. Soren and Irith, this thing is raging against the water right now. It's either very heavy or actively moving away from you.
So what do we do in situations like this?
You big guy, he's gonna point over at Droll and be like, "Give us a hand over here, will you?"
Fine.
Does Trent see this going badly?
I imagine. But badly isn't
Droll
what I would
comes
say
over,
yet.
He doesn't grab the rod, he grabs Irith,
Alright.
Droll,
and he grabs Irith and just starts walking backwards.
Droll, you grab Irith and start to move backwards, and you begin to lean as it pulls you a little bit.
Oh.
Fuck you, and he pulls harder.
Something's gotta give. I wonder what will go first.
Droll, make me an athletics check.
Absolutely, I would love to.
At advantage, right?
Nope.
And the weird part is, since Joel didn't sleep with everyone
Hang
else,
on, let me read this again. Yeah, this is an ability check, so yeah, we'll see if I fail. I might not.
Let's hope not.
Okay,
I
well,
think I failed.
I don't think you fail. Actually,
I don't think I need to add a D10 roll to my.
I
check
was
right
looking
now. I
for
think
a
I'm good.
30.
Cool, I failed. Let me add my D10 real quick.
No. Droll
Droll gets pulled a little bit, just like, bitch. And just
Droll-
fucking walks backwards even more.
Droll, you begin to pull, and like you weigh a ton. Like you aren't like small. And Irith,
He's a large orc man.
yeah, and Irith is decked out in like so much armor. Like Irith herself might not be terribly heavy. Her armor definitely is.
You hold on to that rod tight.
Iris is 4'11" for context.
Amazing.
But it pulls, and for a moment, you go, like, it straight up pulls you forward off of your feet. And as you lean forward, you realize that grabbing on the rod isn't going to do anything, so you reach out and wrap your hand around the string, the line, and just begin pulling. Trent, Asugi, and Soren, you all sort of watching over this. As Droll begins to pull, you can look down at the water and see something begin to crest up above the surface. And as it does so, you all see that far before the hook should actually approach out of the water, a human hand holding on to the end of the line. And for a brief second, you see a rotted head begin to appear before the line, not the line snaps, you rolled a nat 20. The hand will let go, and Irith and Irith and Droll will tumble backwards.
Oh.
Hey, Trent.
You will hear Trent say, like, whisper to himself, because I'm assuming Soren's right there.
Mhm.
He's like, he's like, oh, I'm getting close now. Yeah.
What?
Yes, sir. Anyways, take it out of context. I don't care, Hunter.
Soren, catch that?
Sure. You're right next to him.
Trent just fucking what?
Okay. He's just gonna clock that and start looking at Trent with very heavily concerned, almost wary eyes at this point.
Was that one of yours, Trent?
Nah, dude, that's way too big. Trent looks like is ecstatic. He looks like he's giddy as hell.
I don't like that look.
as Iris is kind of like standing back up after being like, oh no, I just started the chat. Never mind. She's been grabbed and put back on her feet. She like dusts herself off her neck, like crying, back, like look up at Joel, and she goes, "Sorry about that." Keep forgetting that my armor actually weighs a ton sometimes. What?
He was
Dude,
very
he was
very easily dragging you backwards. Your armor did not affect him in the slightest.
I mean, technically, you wouldn't really have had to worry about that, Iris.
Soren snatches his rod back at this point and tries to finish reeling in whatever's there, if there is anything.
You begin to reel in. It comes up relatively easily with little give. And you will see on the other end a perfectly intact fish. A little small, but...
Well, look at that. And he's gonna pretty much like bring it up and hold it out to Iris at this point. Well, you earned
Iris
it.
Iris just like claps her hands together as she like walks forward and she takes the fish, and she has like the biggest smile on her face because, oh my god, she caught a fish for the first time in her life.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty old. Like, look at her go.
Asugi, make me a perception check. You're investigating the fish.
Oh, fantastic.
Noticing that you squint at it.
Perception?
Yeah, perception. Lowest you can roll is an
Perception.
18, so I figure, yeah, 18.
Wow, okay.
No, that's an 18, don't worry.
No, I know, it's really funny.
Yeah. You squint your eyes at the fish as you see the hook attached to it. It's not bleeding, and you look at the hook. It isn't pierced through anything. It literally looks like someone took the hook and just sort of slotted it between the fish's gills.
But it's alive and there's nothing odd with the fish, right?
Nothing besides that, yeah.
Well, someone go ask the captain for salt, I guess, so that way we can at least try and start preparing this thing.
Hey, dude, is fishing always this exciting? Hmm?
No.
He's gonna look at Trent.
He looks back. Shade still on. Like, glistening smile.
You were sitting there for... he's gonna, like, gesture to where he was sitting before. For how long with us?
Yeah, dude, but that finale was wicked.
There's something wrong with you.
I'm gonna move over to Shio. Shio, walking on the water, boats move somewhat fast, but I think you're quick enough to keep up. While walking on water, begin looking down into the water on the other side of the boat, trying to find some fish, some food, some anything. All while everyone's fishing on the other side. You're walking for a while, and you don't see anything. There is, like, nothing here at all. It's very deep. You can't really see past a few feet down. It gets too dark. But it's there. It's just the void of the ocean. And I'd like you to roll me a perception check, Shio.
Okay. Not great at those. That's okay, though. Hey.
17.
Nice.
There is a moment where the blackness of the depths is a different shade than it was before. Something almost imperceptible wriggling about in the dark before swimming out of sight.
Interesting. I think, like, as the water walk spell starts to, come to an end, Shio will just hop on the broom of flying and get back up onto the deck of the ship and just go, well, these waters are cursed.
You come up, seeing they have a fish now, and people are starting to walk towards the captain.
definitely cursed.
Absolutely. Who goes to the captain to ask for salt?
If no one else
I
is
don't
going
know.
to, Soren's
I
going
just-
to. But whoever
Assume you
wants
can
to.
go get it.
You're going.
Sure. You all can walk up to the captain, piloting the wheel. He will turn to you all, watching you very closely as you approach. He'll say, You all were tumbling about down there a second ago. Is everything all right?
Wicked fishing trip.
What?
Should have seen it. There was like a whale down there.
A whale?
Well, a giant little, like, I don't know what it was, but there was a hand, and then now there's a tiny fish. Now we need salt, apparently. I don't know why we need salt.
Stares at you for a while. He looks out into the ocean just ahead of the ship. He licks his finger, shakily holds it up, and says, Wind's blowing the right direction. I don't need to. Okay. Salt is downstairs. I think I might have had some extra. Don't go fishing anymore. If you need me, I'll be in my quarters.
Oh. I
Oh,
was really getting into the fishing spirit.
and we'll get out of the fishing spirit. He'll break away from the wheel and just begin to walk away from you all. Kind of hastily.
When he goes into the captain's quarters, Droll tries. He doesn't like openly just stand right next to the door and look inside, but he does kind of like try to get a look inside to the room.
Make me a perception check.
Man, I have disadvantage on perception checks.
Yeah, it's because you're wearing fucking sunglasses.
Is that a failure, Dust? Because I have to know if I fail before I can use tactical mind.
That is a failure.
That is a failure. I will add a D10 to the roll
Go ahead and roll.
and burn one of my second wins.
18 is
Turns
pretty
into
good.
18.
Let's see.
If it still fails, I retain the second wind.
No, this I think this would be considered a success. It's just not a full
succeeds,
success.
Look at this.
I will let you glean a few details. Do you have any particular questions about this room? And I'll answer two of them, assuming that, we'll just ask questions. I'll tell you what you need to know.
Just trying to see if there's anything particularly strange about the room.
Strange.
The captain's definitely not telling them everything.
Yeah. Looking into the room, you notice that it is messy for a brief moment. You can't really see the floor a few feet away from the door because it's just covered in stuff. But you don't see anything particularly malevolent just by this cursory glance. However, the last detail you will notice with an 18 is that the back window of the captain's quarters, the only window on the ship, is shattered. It is just open air. And a few boards have been loosely sort of nailed into it very poorly.
Okay. Very interesting. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this information yet, Dust.
All right. Said Salt was downstairs if you wanted to go look at that. Elsewise, what's everyone doing? Shio, are you doing anything in particular?
Honestly, after just coming back up and going, well, the waters here are cursed, and just nobody reacting, she was like, all right, and she goes back up to the crow's nest.
Absolutely.
Just flies right up, and just perches.
Absolutely.
Sort of figured that already, huh?
Sorry, what? I didn't
Yeah.
hear you.
I said we sort of figured that already, huh?
Yeah, something fishy's going on.
Brent will laugh.
That sucked, Iris.
No, dude, that was a major good one. Anyway,
Right? Oh, see, no one appreciates my dad jokes these days. I can't be going out of style. I'm not that old. I'm only like 100 years old or something. I'm not that old. Oh god, our dad jokes going out of date. Oh god. Maybe I am that old. The like internal crisis of age there.
Brent will
So
look
he's snickering at that.
down to see like the breakdown that just happened to be like, Drool, how you doing, buddy? Like walking away from Iris.
My name is not Drool.
Oh, how do you pronounce it? What did I say?
You said drool.
Ah,
This is droll.
Drool. Sorry, I've never seen it written down.
But you have heard it said.
In passing.
What do you want from me, Trent?
I'm trying to bro down, bro. What seems to be eating at you? I love the silence. I say that in character.
He just carries on with whatever he's working on the ship at this point.
Brent will follow Drool and start having a conversation with himself.
There we go. It is probably just like a standard COD final.
Yeah, so then Soren using like this kind of like paring knife is essentially just going to start just, you know, cutting it away from the bones and everything, and essentially just like preparing it just so it can be, essentially we're going to salt it to where it can not just become jerky, but that way it keeps fresh for longer in the journey.
Absolutely.
But that's what he's going to spend his time doing, and he's just going to kind of like show Irith and anyone else who's watching just kind of like, you know, how to get the meat away from the bones and how to just kind of, if they wanted to take the skin off or anything like that, you know, that kind of thing. But he's just kind of still a bit perturbed by everything that's happening.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Shio, you have an aerial perspective on this, so I'm going to have you roll me a quick perception check.
Righty.
18 will do it. Looking around, just sort of like... Are you being vigilant, or are you just kind of like lazily like looking around?
I think Shio is kind of alternating between like closing his eyes to like meditate or pray. You know, from like just observation, one wouldn't be able to tell which.
Mm-hmm.
And then just opening his eyes and looking around, just kind of like now that he's seen stuff lurking in the depths and how dead the ocean kind of seems to be here, he can't exactly just ignore that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So he's being pretty vigilant, but not like full eyes on everything all the time. Kind of alternating between the two.
Yeah. For a while, you are looking out at the ocean, but you don't notice anything else out of the ordinary that happens. And there's just a brief moment where you're looking down at the top deck with everyone sort of milling about, and you see near the front of the ship all the sort of like cannons and the anchor and the piles of rope, and you notice something odd. Most of the rope is just piled up very neatly beside a cannon and the anchor. However, closer to the middle of the ship, there is a single pile of rope that is very specifically put together. It looks as if it is like, it's a pile, but the rope is not big enough to make that shape.
Yeah, Shio's just gonna fly down and I think use the the handle of the broom of flying to just kind of poke at the pile of rope, maybe lift up a corner of it.
He lifts up a corner. You see, sort of shaded in the dark of the rope, small bits of light peering through the cracks. You see something white with just like a tinge of yellow. Looks like bone.
Yeah, Shio will just like remove the rope after glancing to make sure that the captain isn't right there.
It looks as if the captain has just gone into his quarters. He's just gone.
Yeah, Shio will snoop.
You lift up the rope, and you will see a single human skull. Humanoid skull. With just sort of resting on a pile of dust and half-formed bones.
Hey, that's your name.
Hey, I guess you're right.
Half-formed, like they had been created and then something interrupted it?
For a moment, that's what you think, but as you look at it, it seems as if, like, around the edges of where the bones, like, stop, that they were, like, partially disintegrated. It looks most likely the opposite. Something was destroying these things and it didn't do it all the way.
Shio kind of just mutters to himself, why would they start to destroy it and then just cover it up? Why not throw it overboard or finish the job? Do not like this, Captain. I think Shio's gonna cover it back up with the rope as best as he could have, found it. And then I think walk right over to the group and kind of look at everyone. I think he's gonna go up to Droll.
Alrighty.
Bren is still trying to have a conversation with Joel, but it's mostly a conversation
He's
with
still
himself.
getting just followed around.
You see Trent following Droll. You walk up, Shio.
It's like a full-on, like... So yeah, anyways, like, I figured out that time I didn't like Bahama Mamas, you know?
Droll, and you too, Trent. Come with me. I found something.
Okay, I'm assuming we follow him.
Sure,
Yeah.
if you want.
Shio just guides them back over if they're willing to follow.
Absolutely.
Alright, yeah, Shio's just gonna bring them over to the pile of rope and kind of just like lift it up, show them the half-destroyed skeleton.
You both see it.
This was very intentionally hidden.
This is like a...
destroyed and...
this is a full-on skeleton that I'm looking at, right?
It's about a half-on skeleton that you're looking at.
Like, the upper half or lower half?
Mixed.
The skull is intact.
It's severed
Yeah.
down the middle.
Severed. Oh, okay. Can I tell if this is a product of necromancy?
Sure, make me another Arcana.
Okay.
$18. I don't know if you can tell if this is necromancy. The first thing that comes to mind is the disintegrate spell. It's pretty well known. But it could be necromancy. However, something else comes to mind, Trent. Could you raise this thing? You think emaciated corpses tend to be a little difficult depending on how far gone they are. You don't think you can raise this corpse. You do think you could speak with dead.
That was what I was thinking too. Alright, I'll give that a go. Maybe we should wait for everyone to be around though.
Yeah, I simply wanted to bring it to your attention. I
No worries.
It's been obvious since the beginning that the captain has been hiding something.
Sure.
But
If anyone else is interested in, I could probably cast Speak with Dead, maybe talk with it a little bit. A few people could maybe get some of their questions answered, but it's up to you. You're fine, buddy.
I do not particularly care whether you tell the others or not. It could have been any of us to find this. It wasn't well hidden.
All right. Drool,
Well-
you want to talk with the dead body, Drool?
My name is still not Drool.
Man, now you answer me. And with that, I guess Trent will cast Speak with the Dead. It's a pretty loud spell, and it will take him a second.
Absolutely. If any
I
of...
think-
Oh, please.
I think I could cast. I think I could cast this as a ritual. So if I like do the whole 10 minutes, I don't think I spend a spell slot.
This is
That
not...
is correct.
Yes,
If it's
but
a
this is
ritual
not a
spell.
ritual spell.
Oh, it isn't. Oh my god.
Surprisingly,
Okay,
it's one of those spells that I think absolutely should be, but
all right. Yeah. I use a Then I use a third double spell slot to speak with this thing.
absolutely. Oh my god, yeah, you've already used all three. If you wanted
Shio
to,
will just kind of holler over to the group and just be like, "We found a body.
They're
We're going to talk to it."
downstairs.
Oh, that's fine.
you can go
Shio
downstairs.
just yells louder.
You,
The captain
don't
was
think-
here.
I don't think you should be screaming.
you all went
Captain
down.
is like right there. Don't really want him hearing us.
Yes, it's probably not a good idea. Yeah. Now that I think about it. Also, this is dragon territory.
Nah, what is done is done. The dragons are of little concern to me.
You'll begin to cast Speak with Dead. I'm gonna very quickly pop over to the other three before we all meet up in the same place. You all went downstairs looking for salt, correct? Have you guys already found it? Your little role player now.
Yeah, we pretty much found it, brought it back up, and went through the process of salting the fish and covering them for later. We were just discussing things when we heard a possible scream.
Possible.
I'm
Not
gonna
even a scream, just like, "Oh, we found something."
yeah, I'm gonna move us back in time, change it a little bit, say that you guys were downstairs taking care of the fish. You're able to get most of it. It's a small fish, but the supply of salt that you find is not nearly enough for what you need. And even if it is, it might be good to have more just in case. You all are downstairs. I want all of you to make me an investigation check as you begin to look.
Okay.
Oh, my investigation is shit. -2.
It's alright. Irith and Asugi, you all sort of look around the normal spots, sort of upturning any random things. You will notice something that I described last session, but I'll go a little bit into detail. This place is odd down here. There are little bits of other people's stuff that was like it was here when you got here. There's like a bunch of furniture that's nailed down as to not, move whenever the boat tilts. And you notice that there's just like a few empty bottles of alcohol and even like a mug that's still a little sticky.
Yeah, that last time. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. However, Soren, you begin to look around, and there's a moment where the ship will sort of turn. You'll stumble a bit and just sort of like put your hand up against a wall to make sure you don't fall over. And that force makes just like a small sound. And you sort of tap on it. And then you tap another part of the wall to see if there's a difference. It's hollow. And you kind of realize, oh, wait, the layout of this room is smaller than the, layout of the ship. This wall shouldn't be here.
Hmm.
Thorin's gonna like give it another knock, listen for the hollow, and then he'll just kind of be like, turn and just go, hollow walls, smaller room.
Yeah. That's so.
The math isn't mathing.
I mean, either they're hiding something, or
They're hiding something.
Should we find out?
or it's some sort of space for the ship. I assume that maybe there's something lining the wall. I mean, and he's gonna like point out the runes that Trent helped them find along the last time to Irith, who I don't know ever learned about that.
Suki will start looking to see if there's any like loose boards, any way to get in between,
Sure.
even if it's just a small area.
You begin
look
looking.
through.
Some of the boards are rotted by water, bent and splinter easily. You can grab at them and just begin like pulling them away if you want, making a space for all of you to get through if you wanted.
He would probably make as small a space as possible, and in a space that can't easily be seen.
Absolutely.
Unless you're looking for it.
Sure. You break away at a few. One at a time, you could definitely get in there, but you can see inside. And when you look inside, let me roll something very quickly. You will see there is a corpse. A full-on, like, fully intact corpse. That lays there with glassy eyes. It's resting in its hand is a lock-picking kit that is open. It still has all of the things in it. It would be perfectly usable. And resting on its side, sort of spilled out onto the ground, but corked and not wasted, are 3 potions.
Can I investigate and make sure this isn't, like, there isn't anything too unusual before we touch anything?
Looking for traps?
Sort of, yeah.
Sure, if you want to look for something physical, you can roll me investigation. If you want to look for something magical, you can roll me arcana. 21, something physical. You don't notice anything physical. There doesn't seem to be any kind of like small little traps latched onto this thing. No wires on the ground. This wasn't placed here specifically to get you, at least physically.
He'll grab for the potions and the kit then. Slowly,
Alrighty.
very cautious.
You'll grab at them. You have them now.
Soren's gonna look at the body and pretty much just kind of like, there's a part of him that wants to just like pretty much tear it out of the wall and throw it overboard. Part of him doesn't know if that's going to cause anything. So he's gonna sit there for a moment and he's just gonna kind of like look at Irith and Asugi and then just go, maybe we should cover it back up and mark the board for now.
I can speak with it for about 10 minutes or less.
Useful.
If
But
you think there's
Do you
anything
think
worth
it's a
getting out of
smarter
it.
idea to cover it up and do this maybe later with other people around? Or
Bad
Actually,
idea.
you know what? On second thought, I mean, only one of the other 3 would have anything of value to say, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and do this now.
So he's still
so
looking
mean.
for anything of interest around there that he can snatch up.
There
Irith?
doesn't seem to be. Irith.
yeah, I can make an Arcana check, see if there's anything magical going on before I cast Speak with Dead.
Absolutely. Roll me an arcana.
Or I have Detect Magic, but I don't know. Do I have detect magic? Well, I say that I don't actually know if I do. I do have detect magic. Part of my being as an elf. Oh,
Oh.
just cast detect magic.
You will cast detect magic. You will detect necromancy on the corpse.
Oh, lovely. Necromancy on it. So we have a fish that's been gutted from the inside out. We have a corpse with traces of necromancy to it. We have a hand coming out of the ocean with a...
Irith, make me an
Purple
Arcana
paper.
check now that you can see it, like see the magic.
I already know it. I already know what you're gonna say.
Me,
A
my
2,
+2
a
against
10.
the world.
Never mind.
10 gets nothing.
You don't notice anything.
Yeah.
Soren is not fully trusting any of this again, and in classic Soren fashion. Asugi's seen this once already, Irith hasn't, so he's gonna like reach underneath his hood, like right around the corner there, and you're going to see him produce this monocle. He's gonna put it over his eye, and he's gonna like almost tap it, and pretty much it's going to light, and I'm gonna use my gem of seeing again to see if I see anything on the corpse.
You look to see if there's any kind of illusions, anything sort of invisibly waiting there, any magic that's just waiting to strike. I imagine you see, the true sight isn't detect magic. But you see a little bit of just generally speaking magic, which you imagine is the necromancy that Irith has described to you.
Yeah.
But you don't detect anything else. There's nothing unseen here that you can see with your gem of true seeing.
That's fine. Alright. I don't see anything in particularly strange. And I don't assume that either of you came across anything strange, so...
I didn't really look for, like, magic nonsense. I'm more of a things kind of guy.
It's fine. So are we talking to this thing, or are we moving on about
Yeah.
our business?
We're talking to this thing. Get your questions ready, I guess.
Alrighty. So, it's going to be very fun and silly. I'm going to bounce between both groups as you are both
Upstairs.
speaking with a
Fucking
different
talk to this
undead.
thing.
You call out, they seem busy.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
We'll start with Trent. You're casting Speak with Dead on this skull upstairs.
Yeah.
You cast Speak with Dead, the bones begin to twirl about, what little of them remain. The skull begins to float ever so slightly as a green hue fills the eye holes, and the jaw begins to twist. Obviously, you can talk above table as well. What is this group's first question?
Maybe we ask it how it came to be on the ship.
Probably sounds like a good question.
Yeah, no, that works.
Because I feel like that kind of covers like the like who are you? Why are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You will ask it. What is the exact wording?
How did you come to be on the ship?
Okay. The jaw will twist, separating, moving separately from the top of the skull. Ethereal words begin to pour out. It was a job. We were to steal.
I think
Bro
the
doesn't
next
like
question.
to continue.
So that's where he stops
Yeah.
to steal.
Yeah.
Next
Okay.
question should be, what were you trying to steal?
Mm.
I think so.
Artifact from the Institute.
Anyone looking at Trent, his smile will falter, but then like come back up. All right.
I'll have you think about that for a moment. I'm gonna pop downstairs.
Dust, I don't like this because I know what it means.
Irith, you cast Speak with Dead. The corpse, admittedly, it doesn't. It's kind of almost hard to tell it's a corpse, despite the aside from the fact that it's like clearly dead.
Corpse.
Its skin is pale but not very rotted, and its hair is intact. This appears to be a man, most likely a human man. It will sit upright very slowly. Its mouth will begin to move. What is the downstairs group? First question.
I'm going to... What do I even ask at this point? Hold on.
We're not together, so you have to ask the same question.
Yeah, you have none of the information we have.
Well,
This is
so
what
I
you
guess
get for splitting the party.
Thorin
I played for this.
is going to essentially have Irith attempt to ask it pretty much like, how long has it been in the wall, pretty more? How long has it been, here for, wherever here is?
It's very clearly like a fresh body, though.
Well, if you're saying it has anything to do with necromancy, that could be keeping it in a fresher state than the rest, especially if it's something preventing decomposition, so I learned that from my brother. And I would prefer it to know how long exactly this thing has been here, so we know whether or not that we're about to trust the captain, or if I'm about to take that burly orc fella upstairs and go kick down a door.
So,
Fair enough.
ask a question.
Alright, friend. And he's gonna kneel right before the corpse at this point, just to try and get to a level where he can actually, speak to it.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been here?
Guttural voice begins to flow out. 3 days. Overboard. Too suspicious. Do you have a second question?
I'm gonna let the other two take it. Soren's looking like he's about to go upstairs and kick down a door.
He's sort of humming and hawing about a question. You want to ask what? You want to ask what's suspicious? Overboard too suspicious.
I mean, I don't know if it would know what whoever that is too suspicious, and better yet, if they went overboard, why are they here? So he's gonna find his voice again, and he's just gonna go, I don't care what you're asking at this point. I'm about ready to go and give the captain a piece of my mind, so I hope the next two questions save him at this point.
Want to ask how it died? How he died?
I mean, if they went overboard, I would assume then they drowned. Or better yet, I'm sure that with enough time pretending to be coroners that we could figure out how he perished.
True. I'm out of questions.
If I'm not good at questions, but I suppose I was
I mean,
gonna
like-
scratch the head. Well, it's hidden, so obviously the captain, I'm assuming, doesn't want this guy to be found. So... Oh. Why were you on the ship in the first place?
Hired your job, but before
Alright.
Job, but before.
Soren at this point is going to take it. And he's immediately going to look at this thing and say, "Friend, you say that you were hired before us and that you went overboard, too suspicious. Tell me, what's hunting the captain?"
say what's hunting the captain?
That's...
a good one.
Oh, I like that question.
Captain.
Because
How does it answer that?
So while you're deciding how to answer,
It
pretty
answers
much for
truthfully if it
justification,
Yeah.
Soren's going to just kind of like
Actually-
justify it with, well,
Actually, if
he wants
you-
to hide, and better yet, this entire ship has been covered with non-detection. So in Soren's mind, something is hunting him, or something that he has. So what's hunting him is going to be relevant information if anyone can give it.
Actually, the. Yeah, go on. You're good.
No,
It doesn't-
yeah.
I think
It doesn't. Technically, it doesn't have to be truthful if he thinks we're a threat, but I don't think he thinks we're a threat.
Yeah, if it perceives us as hostile
yeah.
to him specifically, then he just doesn't have to answer at all. But
Yeah.
It will say, I think it'll literally just say, I don't know,
It explodes.
was trying to find out. And I think from there I'm going to move back upstairs with 3 questions from you all. Trent, Shio, and Droll, what do you ask the skull?
No one got a second one?
I'm.
we already asked her second one.
Well, we
You
asked
guys are on the
two.
third. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm
okay.
split between asking what specifically they were trying to take, but if it doesn't know, then that's it.
I mean, I'm sure it
I
knows.
mean, how many
what it
questions do we get from this?
5, so you get 3 more.
5? Oh, we have 3
great.
more.
Yeah. So we have one mess up. We have one mess up.
Okay,
Otherwise,
I
it's
mean,
gonna-
I
do-
say ask that.
Yeah.
I want to
What
know.
it's looking for.
I want to know
Yeah.
specifically what the item was. I want to know if the guy knew if the captain could be like trusted, or if, but like I guess that's kind of subjective. So okay. Let's just start with like what the item that they were supposed to steal was.
Okay, you'll ask what was the item specifically.
Mhm.
It will say as the skull's jaw begins to move again. A book. Never learned the name. Magical. Terrifying.
When
This sucks because me and Atlas know exactly what this book
Yeah.
is.
it will.
And it's not
will-
fucking
It's
here.
bad.
It's
will-
really bad.
Trent, I'm gonna like ask out of character. We don't have like any like good questions to ask, right? Like, because I'm about to do something RP.
I mean, I do want to know. I want to know more about the captain. But, like, the thing is, every question that I have would be very subjective, and if this guy was a member of the crew, then it's probably not going to answer the way that I think I need
Yeah.
it to.
Try to figure out who or what sent it to retrieve this item?
Alright, we asked that.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe like why the captain wants this item too.
Sure.
I don't think the captain
Or-
wanted it because he broke onto the ship to take it.
Maybe ask, was it the captain or someone else who told you to steal it?
Well, then it's just going to say someone else and not tell us who.
That's actually
Or would
such
say,
a
like,
good
if-
call.
If
Yeah.
it wasn't the captain who asked you to steal it, then specify who was.
Yeah, it's who.
That would be a better way to ask.
Alright. Tell me who told you to steal this item. Alright. is that good?
Sure. It will say organized group. It was buyer in Duchy.
Oh, that's useful.
That's where we're going now. Isn't
Nothing
it?
good ever happens in the duchy.
Yes, I'm
That's
assuming.
where he's having us escort him to.
I'm assuming what happened was there was. Wait, you don't think he has the book, do you?
Could
Wait
be
a
why he doesn't
second.
want us to go in there.
Oh, okay.
We haven't.
Um,
We don't know how long this guy's been here for, though.
Question, actually,
Okay.
I have locate objects.
That you do.
Would Trent be able to tell if it's on the ship?
If you
I
cast
don't think-
locate object.
All right.
I mean, you don't know exactly what you're looking for, though.
You'd think so, right?
I don't know how locate object works.
Really quick. Is that something you'd like to do, Hawk?
Yes.
Shio and Droll, roll me Arcana.
Arcana. Surprisingly better at that than I thought I would be. Oh,
Oh,
never
wow.
mind.
Droll, not paying too much attention to this. It's not.
He's not a magical man.
Yeah, this isn't anything really up your alley. Trent, are you making it like immediately? Actually, no, it doesn't matter if you are or not. Whether or not you are making it immediately known, Trent, you will cast locate object and you will detect the item that you are looking for just a couple, like many feet behind you in the captain's quarters. Shio, with a 23, you'll see Trent look behind. Whether he says it or not, you know what spell he's casting, and you understand how the locate object spell works. You cannot locate an object unless you are familiar with it.
Immediately as
Interesting.
soon as they see
Interesting.
that- as soon as they see he sees that, he drops the speak with dead and starts walking to the captain's quarters.
There's
Yeah,
still,
Shio
there's still
goes with
one
him.
question. Droll tries to say it, and then the skull loses it.
Well, while he's casting the spell, ask your question. I'll say something cut off.
okay. Go on.
How long have you been on the ship?
How long have they been?
17 years.
17 year. I think you'll get too long, stranded, run, and then it'll cut off.
Cop out answer. How dare you give me a cop out answer? Too long. Yeah, thanks, Dust. Appreciate you.
At that point, Trent, you'll start walking towards the quarters, Shio following. You can see Droll, and you can immediately go after Soren. I think it's at this point, at the exact same time as they start walking over, that you'll pop up over Irith and Asugi. Did you want to ask one more question, or did you want to follow Soren?
No, I'm good. I think we'll follow. I'll follow at least. Sugi
Yeah,
will.
Shio.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, by the way, Sword has his crossbow out at this point.
Absolutely.
Shio walks up to the captain's quarters and rips the doors off the hinges.
Where
Soren-
are we going?
Soren and
One
Trent
moment.
like meet with each other like when they're walking up, like when Trent's walking inside and Soren's headed up the stairs. I feel like there's like they meet. Trent sees that Soren has his crossbow out, and he kind of just brandishes his spell book, and he starts making his way to the captain's quarters along with
Yeah.
Soren.
Shio,
Absolutely.
Shio
You're
is
not telling
preparing
me.
Dragon's Breath and rips off the door.
Okay.
Rule.
The captain
I'm-
has some questions.
I'm going to describe some things all at once here. Trent and Soren, you all begin walking over. You notice each other brandishing weapons. Droll, you reach out verbally and start asking. You're very confused. You don't know what's happening.
What is going on?
You see 3 people angrily moving towards the door. Irith and Asugi, really quick, what are you doing? And then I'll describe you, Shio.
Iris is like, she's the kind of person who's like really calm unless she's pushed over that line. Hearing the person, like the corpse answering these questions, people could Soren and Asugi can clearly see that she's getting more, like, her facial expressions are getting more and more pissed off by the answer. So when like Soren gets up and goes, she is like right on his, like, not obviously on him, but she's like right on his heel. She is right behind him. She is already like spellbook at her side, ready to go upstairs or go up and like help deal with this bullshit.
Absolutely. Asuki.
Soup's actually going to put on his cap of vanishing.
Okay.
He's going to sort of keep within range, but keep his distance, because he sees something's about to go down and he wants to be prepared, but not obvious so.
Yeah. Shio, you fly up to the door and put your hand on the handle and go to rip the door off of its hinges. With your belt, this should be an extremely easy feat. It's a wooden door, an old wooden door at that. The door does not budge. There is magic, clearly.
Door is spelled.
Trent will walk up and cast knock on the door.
God damn it! Oh, the second time this has happened!
Nice.
I love knock. I almost took it, I think.
With
This is like, I'm gonna get them, this door is magically locked, I have knock. Fuck.
no one ever prepares it, except they do, apparently.
No one prepares it until they do, is absolutely right.
It's like, the only downside is it creates a loud knock, and he's the
But we're
only
all
guy on
here.
the...
But Captain just hears boom, 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 and the door fucking opens.
The music is staged.
It has. You'll go to rip it off its hinges, Shio, and it won't work. You'll turn around and say that the door is spelled. Trent will just effortlessly snap his fingers, and the door will slam open with a loud, thunderous bang. All of you will immediately see the captain with his hood down, lying on the floor in a very messy room. Clutter is everywhere. And what's it called? I should probably describe what this looks like really quick. Yeah. You see a cluttered mess of books, furniture, glass, and other miscellaneous objects. The bed on the left side of the room seems unused, yet messy. And on the right side of the room, just beyond the wall, there is a steel chest with several, like, wrappings of chains and ropes wrapped around it. Someone clearly does not want that chest opened. Trent, it's in there.
Trent will take off his glasses, look at the captain, and he'll say, "Hey, dude, I believe I need to introduce myself. My name is Trent McGully from the Emerald Institute, and I believe you have something of ours."
The captain will push backwards away from you all, just sort of standing in the doorway for a moment, and he'll say, No, it couldn't have. That's not. No, I made sure of it. It wouldn't have been able to do anything. Is anyone acting immediately?
Soren is immediately going to fire a shot.
Okay, we're gonna start with Soren. We're gonna go. I'm gonna do this one at a time. Soren, and then Drool, and then I believe that was Irith. Soren.
So Soren is immediately going to fire a shot, and immediately the bolt's going to, like, be right beside his face. He's going to make sure that he's making it known. Stop talking. Because someone else is talking. So, just making a statement with a bolt right beside his head at this point.
Absolutely. I believe that was Droll next.
Yeah, Droll, he doesn't say anything, he just extends out his hand and uses telekinetic movement to throw the captain into his hand.
Oh, absolutely. An arrow shoots by, lodging itself in... I described it earlier to Droll. The back window has been shattered with wooden boards loosely hung up. An arrow will shoot into one of those boards. The captain opens his mouth to speak before he is basically teleported at Mach 10 into Droll's hands.
He flies across the room into Troll's grasp, and he just holds him.
Yeah. He begins to wriggle for a moment. Irith.
I was going to cast Hold Person, but I don't think it's necessary anymore.
Stop struggling, or I'll
Not
hurt.
with Shio and Droll.
Do you have any idea what you have your hands on?
Asugi, are you saying like slip behind into the room invisibly?
Yep.
Yeah, you could just do that. I mean, you're invisible.
Perfect.
No one can see you.
I figured.
Irith, you don't cast Hold Person, given the fact that there's no need for it anymore. Roll me Insight instead.
Insight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natural
mind.
1. Alrighty.
I can't
Are you
help with
the
that.
only one to go that one
Yeah.
this session?
You're just angry.
Wait, you have an inspiration.
No, no, they
heroic
don't.
Oh, they don't have heroic inspiration from the song I played?
Nope. They are not a... Oh, wait! From the song! That's
Yeah,
right,
Yeah,
you
we
took a
all
long
would have
rest.
gotten an inspiration from Trent playing this morning.
I'm so sorry.
Except for Drool, because he was not sleeping. with
Droll
us.
was upstairs, so no, he would not have. That is
Go ahead,
correct.
add that. Would you like to use an inspiration then, Irith?
Yeah, I would love to.
Roll me again.
Everyone gets an inspiration but Droll, because he was up on the top deck all night.
26.
Nice.
Alright.
Incredibly better.
Irith, I'm going to describe some things to you as they come. First thing, right now, as you go to cast Hold Person, you stop and you kind of like sort of collect yourself for a few small seconds of things are unfolding around you. You look on the ground. The door knocked. Whatever magic was on it, now completely off, falls to the ground. Brittle as it is, breaks apart on the ground. Exactly like your dream. You look back to the captain. He begins to struggle for a moment. And he'll be able to get out just like a simple, like, no, you aren't, you don't understand, please. Before you say stop struggling or I will hurt. Yeah. Shio, what are you doing? As Trent says, you have no idea what you have here.
I want to take a look at the chest, specifically to see if there's any, like, magic on it to prevent it from being opened, or if it's just mechanically closed.
Yeah, you can slink in while everyone's sort of interrogating and intimidating the captain.
Yeah. If it is magically closed, I have a way to see what's inside.
Yeah. Taking a quick look at it, roll me investigation. Asugi, you're invisible back here with Shio, unknown to everybody else. What...
I'm watching. I'm also gonna take a look at this.
Yeah, roll me investigation as well. Shio, with a 15, you do not detect any kind of magic or anything, or a 14. You don't detect any magic or anything like that. Asugi, you don't detect any kind of magic, and you know that there is no magic.
Got that reliable talent.
Alright, yeah. Shio
Oh, good.
is
Iris
just going
still
to
has
start...
magic in, I believe.
Yeah, Shio just starts, like, ripping the chains off, breaking whatever locks are on there, just with his bare hands.
Asugi, invisible
Wait.
as you are, you will notice something else. Resting on a shelf near the bed where you are likely standing, there is a small book.
Yeah, he'll pick up the book and take a look.
Alrighty.
Just-
I'm going to describe things to you in a moment. But first, Trent, what are you doing?
well, first off, does he see Zia? What chains are they ripping off?
Shio.
Yeah, Shio. Sorry.
Off of the locked box that you know the thing is in.
Trent is immediately going to divert attention and tell them to stop doing that. Just like tell them to get away from that immediately.
I need to see what is inside.
Uh,
Nothing good can be locked up like this.
Trent will be holding a firewall in his hand.
It's probably
is-
locked for a fucking reason.
He is not playing around.
There's a
Subi just
moment.
whistles.
It's probably locked for a reason, he says as he holds the captain up.
The captain will nod his head furiously and go, yes, it's locked for a reason.
Dude, I'm just... Do not open that. Seriously, dude.
Shio will finish taking all of the chains and locks off and then sit on the lid, so that way no one can open it.
Absolutely. Asugi.
I would have wanted them to take off the locks, actually.
Too late. Shio already ripped them all off, but he is sitting on the lid, so it can't be opened.
There doesn't seem to be any intention to open it right now. Asugi, invisible as you are, you find a book. At what point in the book do you start reading?
He's gonna start at the first page.
Cool. Going through the first couple pages and maybe the first 10 or 20 or so are just kind of introductory things about the captain, it seems. And you very quickly pick up, just by glancing at a few different words, this is a journal detailing a heist on the Emerald Institute. I have a lot of the small bits written out. There's a lot here, so I'm only going to read it a little bit of it at a time as I cut between what the rest of you are doing. But I'm going to read you the first little bits. It says, the heist is being put together by the group, and this one seems to be a big one. It says someone in the duchy is willing to pay 150,000 gold in exchange for the mark. I'm going to end up being able to quit after all this with my cut. Best part is the guy paid half up front, so we know they're the real deal. Sugi, your mind jumps to yesterday when a chest with 50,000 gold pieces was pushed in front of you. Day of, plan is simple. We're going to go in with a custom-made ship engraved with runes of non-detection to get nearby. That beauty is one of the finest ships I have ever seen. Best I've ever driven. And worth all 25,000 gold spent on it. After we went in, everyone else seemed to do their job and bring it back to me. Wherein I'll get everyone back on the waters, and we're out scot-free. You'll continue reading. Everyone else. I'll ask, Drool, what are you doing?
He's just holding on to the captain. He's basically holding him directly in front of Trent at this point.
Absolutely.
After he realized that Shio isn't going to open the box, he's going to turn around back to the captain. Yeah.
Absolutely. Soren, roll me insight.
Alright, don't fail me now.
You are human. You have inspiration.
Would you like to use your inspiration
yeah, I'm
here?
using that shit. I'm using it.
Go for it.
This is when it's revealed that Droll and Trent actually secretly know each other.
Nice.
16.
It was a cover the whole time.
You're looking at everything play out in front of you, and the thought crosses your mind, who do I side with? What's actually going on? There are things that I don't know clearly. You don't know where Asugi is. You just can't see them right now. It's clear that Droll is a neutral party in this and is really just reacting to what's going on. So if anyone, they would be the sort of neutral source to side with. Trent seems to know something. Same with Shio, actually, in regards to Droll. Trent seems to know something that no one else knows. And Irith seems to be deep in thought right now. However, with a 16, something else crosses your mind. When you had talked to that undead earlier, the first question you asked it answered more than what you asked. But either way, I think people are looking at Trent. So, Trent?
Trent will look around, kind of noticing that people are kind of looking to him to get.
Everybody's stopped.
Alrighty. Before I grill this guy, does anyone have any questions? So they're all caught up.
Many.
Well,
Many.
based on the context clues, so to speak, that I've gathered from the undead that we spoke with and your reaction, I would assume that what is in this chest is some kind of necromancy book. Am I correct?
Indeed, you are correct. He says that while his hands are up, maintaining eye contact with Soren.
What are I
Clearly a
seeing
very
Trent's eyes at this
high
point?
value.
He's wearing his shades.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he put them back on?
Yeah.
Yeah. He put them back on.
What'd you say, Shia?
Go on.
She was just like, clearly it is one of very high value.
High value and highly dangerous. Not something that should just be floating around in a city. I'm sure you guys have noticed that, though. A lot of freaky
I
stuff
think-
in the water.
I think like as the book and the chest get mentioned, Iris like clocks back into reality, and all she says is just, "Don't open it. Do not."
Yeah, definitely do not open it.
I do not.
Anyways, well, let me answer a few questions. My name is Trent from the Emerald Institute. As you may or may not know, we were recently robbed of a very powerful, extremely powerful necromantic artifact. And I'm sure our captain here can tell you who exactly stole it from us.
Look, I didn't know what it did. None of us did. We just thought it was valuable. Some guy was going to sell it to us. It still is. I just.
Yeah, you're gonna sell a doomsday device? Is that what I'm hearing?
We didn't know. Look, man. I don't give a shit about the book anymore. I don't give a shit about the money. You could take the 50,000. I just want to get home.
All right, as do all of us. Sadly.
I'm gonna very quickly move to Asuki, still reading the book. Look at the next two little bits. It'll read, "We got it! It was easy too. No casualties on either end, so the heat is super low. God, I can already feel that hot sun beating on me in my beach house. Just gotta get back to Falana, and I'll be set." A few pages later, something weird's happening. Some folks are acting strange, and I haven't seen Logan for a few days. Captain says he's just feeling sick and gave him the captain's quarters, but I don't know if I believe him. Irith. Starting to pick up on a few things. Same thing that Soren was picking up on. That undead from earlier. You casted the spell. That's not a common spell for you to cast. Like, you don't do it terribly often. Maybe you just didn't fully grasp it in the moment. You don't know if that spell worked. Soren begins to seethe slightly.
Everything all right?
Soren's
Soren?
going to not fully meaning to at this point, but he's going to let a bolt fly past Trent's head at this point
I'm
and reload it.
Oh, like okay, like a crossbow bolt. I was like a firebolt on the
No,
wooden boat. Are you
crossbow
sure?
bolt.
I would say it nixes here. Trent's here. But Trent's smile, his eye contact does not fade.
Soren,
I get it.
make me an Arcana check on Trent. Oh, I have to do that with that reaction.
Oh, yeah.
11. You can't determine what. You've been around magic for a lot of your life. Whether you like it or not, you know things about it that you wish that you didn't. There is something magical about Trent, but you just can't put your finger on it. Continue what you were saying, Trent.
So, yeah.
Roll turns and puts himself in front of Soren. Still holding the captain in one hand, just staring down at Soren now.
Alrighty. Well, if you don't mind me clearing something up, Soren, I'm just here to grab the book. We can't actually leave this area or anything. I still have to get to our destination. The plan originally was for me to get the book and meet someone in where we're headed to go back. If you all want, I could still pay you. Same amount.
Should
Sure,
we
the
not
captain
just
wouldn't
return it to
mind
the
us keeping
Institute?
his.
Yep, like I said, I'll be returning it to the Institute, and the Institute will pay you guys handsomely.
Yes, but should we not just bring it directly there?
I'll be meeting someone there in the place. We
Gucci?
could honestly, we could bring it all the way to the Institute, but that would add a lot longer to the journey.
That would add about like 4 to 5 months to the
Like
trip.
to add many months to our journey of what
Yeah.
would be.
So, same distance, same job, protecting, except instead of protecting this guy, you're protecting that book. Getting it to the same place for the same amount.
And how do we know we can trust your contact?
Better question. How do we know we can trust you?
True.
Well, like I said, I want to keep the book locked up. It doesn't even have to be in my hands. I'll make contact if you're. The contact will make contact with me shortly. I'll let them know the plan. Have your money ready for you when we get there. You guys hand off the artifact. We all go our separate ways. Simple as that.
This book, could it be the cause of all of the undead in the waters? All the necromancy that seems to be leaking out?
Yes. 100%.
Trent, roll me Arcana.
Okay. I'm sure I would just automatically know that, but
Maybe not
I mean,
100%. Maybe like 90%.
maybe like maybe
I
like
feel like
40.
70%.
I'm like 60.
29. Trent.
He's pretty certain.
It isn't that you didn't know that. That's a good assumption to get to, but I'm gonna have you think about it for a moment. That is entirely possible, but that book hasn't been known to do that. While it was kept in security at the Institute, magical fortifications and all, it never leaked magic, so to speak. So if that's happening, there's something terribly wrong.
Do not tell me a lich is after it.
Bum 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 bum.
So there might be a lot of danger. So how much gold were we?
Danger was part of the job, regardless of what it switched to. We all kind of.
Yes, but I expected the danger to be pirates, not whatever the fuck this is.
Yes, and I
Well,
do believe that as far as
whatever
being
this
on a
is,
ship
it's a-
goes,
Corpse alive, kind of, not really. Alive isn't the right word. It keeps a corpse from rotting for a couple of days. Oh yeah, Trent found a corpse downstairs.
You did.
That's fun.
we
We
found
did,
one
yeah.
up here.
I
Oh,
will show you afterward.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we'll definitely check that out.
Asugi,
Are you? Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna have you finish up the book as everyone is talking about
Perfect.
this. Last few entries, skip through, you see something that catches your eye. It all happened so fast. We busted down the captain's door, and we saw him holding the book and fucking with Logan. Except Logan wasn't himself no more. He was pale, and I don't think his chest was moving. Captain Harb was holding the book, which seemed to be putting some kind of power on him, so we rushed in. He fired a blast of something, turned Jiraiya to almost a pile of dust. Horrified, I stopped, but Theo kept going, giving me an opportunity to wrench that thing from his hands. I clutched it as they tussled about. Captain just going on and on about some bells, about needing to get stronger. Theo smashed the captain through the back window, and What once was Logan jumped out afterwards, leaving me alone. A few pages later, the final entry. Put that thing in a fucking chest. Locked it up with as many chains and locks as I could, but I can still hear them. The bells Captain was talking about. God, they're loud. Everyone's been talking to me too. They're ghosts or some shit. I don't care about the money no more. I just want to go home. I just... And that's where the writing stops.
Can anyone else see the book?
Floating? Yeah, probably.
Probably. Is there any way for me to like?
Troll doesn't. He's staring at Soren.
Is there any way
Shio
for me
probably
to like
noticed.
hide it in the with the cloak and move,
Sure, yeah.
or is it just floating?
No, I mean if it becomes a part of your person, then it'll go invisible too.
Okay. Is there anything else of interest in the room?
Besides the chest that Shio was sitting on, no, not really. There's a few bits of garbage, but nothing else besides that.
Okay, he is going to go move to Soren. Still invisible. And move behind Soren.
Alrighty.
I wanted to ask Final a question. Was that you lied to us? Was that directed at the captain or me?
I'm gonna leave that up to interpretation.
Damn. Then I'll ask you in character. You talking to me?
He's not going to say a word. He's angry, beyond angry at this point, and he's staring daggers at you.
Alright. Sword. Though I technically didn't lie, I just didn't reveal what I was here for. It's nothing but sinister. Just trying to get something back to where it belongs.
I knew there was something off about you. And he's gonna lower his weapon at this point and just start walking away.
Being on a ship and all, it is not the wisest to have so much distrust between us.
Could work on that.
So long as we are here, we should try to confide in one another. We are not going to be apart for quite some time. I do believe it would be best if we can all find a way to remain civil.
If you guys
And
have
if
any-
Soren hasn't already left the room when Shio says that, I would like to be able to roll persuasion to try to get through to him.
Charisma checks between players, I try and keep relatively to a minimum. Mostly based off of words alone. Soren, you will react to that as you will.
Yeah, Soren's pretty much just, he's out. He's heading somewhere up to the top deck at this point and is just completely ignoring the majority of you. He is seething and angry and at this point just beyond words.
Soren.
One of you might hear him say something in a different language. Not that I don't think anyone else here speaks Dwarvish at the moment, but
Trent's constantly had.
he's gonna say something about these goddamn fucking mages, every single one of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all those mages and Droll, who's not a mage.
Now, in all fairness, Droll did jump 60 feet last session.
He jumped 60 feet and threw a man into his hands without touching him.
What was the language?
Dwarvish.
Dwarvish. Okay. So he is going to follow, and once they're out of sight, he's going to show the book, sort of hold it out.
To Soren, you said?
Yep, so he can take a look through.
There's a moment, Soren, you're walking by, seething. You feel somebody's presence, a book held out to you. Azuki, do you want to, like, make yourself known, or are you just gonna be invisible still?
He's gonna stay invisible for the moment, but he's definitely making it known that he's here. Like, maybe, like, he snaps his fingers for a little spark.
If Soren doesn't see anything...
You see the book.
Mage is back at it again.
I'm gonna make a wisdom saving throw. This is gonna determine if he's actually gonna listen or if he's just gonna fucking see. All right.
14's all right.
He's at this point like rubbing his temples and just like trying to maintain some semblance of just his humanity at this point, and he's gonna just feel hear the snap and feel the presence, and he's gonna take a deep breath, try and collect himself, and he's just gonna take the book and start taking a look through it.
Absolutely.
He doesn't say anything either. He just lets it go, lets him look.
Yeah. You will see everything that I described earlier. Let me go ahead and send this. Just put it in like the planning chat. Some words might be different. If something,
yeah, I did like little spark notes.
Yeah, if something looks weird, let me know, and I'll clarify afterwards. But in chattering,
That shit.
there we go. Whoops, message is too long. One moment. There we go. In case you wanted to read that final. Your grip will tighten for a moment, Droll, and the captain will go, Look, I'm sorry I lied. I'm in dire straits. I'm running out of food, and everyone's dying, and I just want to get back to the mainland, that's all. Obviously, you can keep the 50,000. I don't care anymore.
I was planning on keeping it anyway.
Good.
But you, however...
Look, he'll kind of like look over to Trent. He'll say, I don't care if you gotta put me in jail or whatever the hell it is. I just don't want to be here.
Dude, I'm gonna have to take you all the way to fucking the Emerald Institute and wipe your mind, dude. You probably are already fucked too much mentally. He
smiles at that. He's like, that's a thing? Really?
Yeah, dude. Like, seriously. I didn't know someone actually, an organic being actually got a hold of this thing.
Look, I'll do whatever you want. You could put me in like I think there's like a break down there or something. You could do whatever. I don't know any magic. I can't even fight. I just know how to drive the boat. That's all.
Alright, dude. My job is to find the book, not punish anyone, dude. And that's what I did, and I'm gonna bring it back home. If you're amicable and, actually help us get to our destination, I could probably work out an outcome that's favorable towards you.
I can drop you off the boat right now.
He'll go wide-eyed and he'll go, no, please, you don't understand. That's not... Look, if you were just killing me, I'd get it. I'd understand. I wouldn't want it, obviously, but I'd get it. You cannot throw me off the boat, please.
All right, then.
What's in the water?
I don't know. All right, but it's been following something. He grabs at his head. He winces for a moment.
Does Trent notice, like, hey, like, this might be too much for this guy to actually handle?
It looks like everything that has happened to this man in the past, like, I imagine, like, couple months it's been since the book was actually stolen, has been too much. Like, this is this guy's day-to-day now.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get anything out of him. It just seems like a dude who, like I said, tried to swim with a bigger fish.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, never again.
Alright then. Then, like I said, you get us to the mainland, we'll wipe your memory, all that good stuff. This will seem like a distant dream. If you don't, Drew will throw you off the edge.
He looks at Droll.
Droll smiles.
I will not be picking you out.
Alright.
It has been 24 hours since I last threw someone off something.
Oh my god.
This is true.
Nod if you understand.
He nods.
Quite a while.
Alright.
He nods vigorously.
Trent will then turn to...
Droll drops him.
Trent will then turn to Shio. He'd be like, if you don't mind, I'd
Shio.
like to put the Shio. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
They keep
No,
calling
it's
me
okay.
Drool too. So
Sorry.
I mean,
Alright,
if for anyone to do it, Trent doing it is really funny.
Yeah.
It is.
alright.
hey Drool, man.
Hey, Drew. Alright, Shio. I would like to put those chains back on that box, if you don't mind. Just
I
for
have no
safety.
problem with this, provided that you give me some more information about the book.
Sure. If you'll hop off while I put those chains on, I'll tell you anything you need to know.
Sure. Shio starts helping put the chains back on too.
Yep. You all begin putting the chains on. Your undead Trent will just kind of move into the room with you.
Alright. Oh man, what a crazy day, man. I could truly use a drink. Alright, so what do you want to know?
I want to know everything that you know, as much as you are able to tell me.
Well, it all started on a summer day when I was born.
Are we like getting like the whole like life story? Because you know,
It's
Trent,
like,
there's a lot of chains and ropes. Do you want your undead to help you like put it on with Shio? Just like handing them to you guys?
can I do an intelligence check? Because I know what you're trying to do, but I also don't want to ruin it.
Sure. You can roll me. You can roll me just like a perception check. Yeah.
Alright. Oh, perception? Okay. Oh, with disadvantage, I see.
Yeah, maybe if you didn't wear sunglasses inside.
11.
all the goddamn
11.
time.
Wow.
Yeah. Alright, what do I notice?
You don't.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Not
I
with
come
an
over
11.
and
You
help me.
notice nothing.
Yeah.
hey, do you want a hand with that, Trent?
The undead like start to make their way to this necromon.
They just
Yeah,
start.
I would love it.
They just start looking down at the ground. You know, the skeleton grabs at one of the ropes and just begins like untangling it and passes it to a zombie, which passes it to you, and then the other two start doing the same thing.
Cool.
I will hop in and help as well. She is absolutely like knowing her dream. She's got anxiety over this.
Absolutely.
She is definitely like at least 100 extra years from stress alone. Her hair is going to start graying. I promise you.
Roll doesn't help at all. He's still standing over the captain.
Absolutely. Who has wriggled himself
That's
against the
like
wall
so
and is curled into a ball, just shaking, staring at you.
And then Droll's just standing over him.
Alright. So how much was the how much do I owe these guys? How much was the pay again? I wasn't really paying attention.
50,000 split between us.
No,
50,000.
no. That's just the first bit. The total payout was 150, though we already spent 25,000 on the boat.
Alright.
So it's more like well, I mean, the guy has it in the duchy. You could probably get it from him if you wanted. Though I imagine you'd have to like rob him, given you're not giving him the book.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna have to have a talk with him anyways, because he did order a hit on the Emerald Institute, so we might do that just as like a what the fuck fee. So yeah. For the
As a you stupid bitch fee.
yeah. But yeah, I'd love to share that with these guys, and then of course maybe an added 50,000 each for finding the book.
All right.
Roll standing over him. Where's the chest with the rest of the gold in it?
It's in the duchy. This was the down payment.
No. With the down payment, where is it in here?
I gave it to you.
Gave it to him.
It's down. Where did you put it?
He
Don't.
did?
Yeah, he gave it to you guys yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh.
It was a week ago. I don't know what's going on.
We're standing on part of it.
He's like, where's the rest of the money? I gave it to you.
Where
I
is the
don't
rest of
believe
it?
you. I'm gonna throw you off this goddamn boat.
Droll, we are standing on part of the payment.
Oh, I guess so. For a moment, he looks disappointed, and then he immediately like shakes his head and goes, "No, I don't want to touch this fucking boat ever again. as
For a new
good as
ship
it is.
in kind of a sorry state.
I haven't been able to dock since I left. Aside from the village, of course.
Well, must explain
Well,
your sorry
Trent.
state when we first saw you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Brent, I would get to describing this book.
sure. Well, honestly, it's an extremely powerful necromantic artifact. I'm talking like there's nothing like this. Can't compare to anything you think of. Anything like that has to do with necromancy, and then double it. There's literally nothing better than what's in this chest right here. But that's also what makes it so dangerous. It's because anyone who has a hint of magic can sense this thing.
The real reason Droll can't sense it. No magical ability whatsoever in this man.
Yep. Torn away by a lot of baddies through the years. Finally made its way to the Emerald Institute, where we keep it locked up. Not even sure how these guys managed to get their hands on it, honestly.
It was a pretty good plan.
Well, there you go.
They didn't let me in on a lot of the details. I'm just the getaway driver.
Alright, well, those guys...
And how's that working out for you?
Yeah, clearly not very good. Oh, it let me get this far, I suppose. I'm the only one that could drive the boat this fast.
Hey, you're the only one alive, so there's that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Don't jinx that.
He looks sad.
Trent does not apologize.
No, I'm not expecting you to. This guy lied to you and put 5 out of the 6 of you in a situation that you didn't want to be in.
And he made Trent leave the house. Anyways, I'm gonna have to probably talk to
Made
Soren.
Trent go all the way to Okrathel. Nobody wants to go to Okrathel.
No offense, but you're at this place sucks. Anyways, I'm gonna have to probably talk to Soren at some point, make sure he's not getting any terrible ideas. But
Yeah.
other than that, is Iris, you said you had a body you wanted to show me.
Yeah, I've got a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about, actually. So this is an excellent time to split off.
All right. Trent will follow Iris.
Alrighty.
Iris will lead Trent to the body, the corpse that she questioned, that she and Soren and Asugi all questioned. Yeah, so I cast Speak with Dead.
You'll come
that's
downstairs, and you will push away the board. Really quickly, Shio, what spell are you casting?
I would like to cast Legend Lore.
Ah! Absolutely.
That's why I asked about
Cast
the
very
incense.
often.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this really quick, and then I'm gonna cut back down to you two. Trust me, there was a reason why I cut away. Don't worry.
Body's gone.
body's
You,
gone. It
you
is-
all, you'll cast Legend Lore on this thing. I thought I saw that you had the spell, and I was gonna write out a Legend Lore for it, but there's so much. What questions do you have specifically about it? And I'll just answer.
I would say a few of the questions that I have are, like, what's the most effective way that we can contain it?
Yeah.
What kind of, like, passive effects might it be having now that it's not being properly magically contained?
Okay.
I know that
Let's
you
see.
said that it hadn't historically really had anything passively, like, leaking
Yeah.
out of it, but, like, whether that might be different now that it's, A, been, like, kind of activated, and B, like, not properly stored.
Yeah. Legend Lore typically goes over history. There might be secret bits about it that's only few people have experienced, but very little people know about. About how to contain it. There is discussion. You will, the book inside, which at this point you're casting legend lore. You know what it is. The Codex Mortis is a very powerful necromantic book that has been passed around through generations. You will be able to figure out a little bits of lore. This book has existed beyond recordable history. You hear tell of someone known as the Dead Lady, who held this book 20,000 years ago. Which is older than recorded history. About how it's contained, despite the fact that it's been passed through many folks, there was a single instance that is recent that is contained, which was at the Emerald Institute. And the ways in which they contained it, while it had a bunch of wards around it, especially ones of non-detection so that people couldn't find it, it doesn't seem like the book itself exudes any passive effects unless it's actively being wielded by someone proficient in it. It shouldn't be dangerous just to be near it by itself.
Okay. But whatever the captain thinks might be following can sense it?
Apparently so.
Interesting. Alright, I have one last question, which
Absolutely.
is...
It's level 5 spell.
Yeah. I figured, I get this is my most powerful spell slot of the day. But do you think how do I want to phrase this? Does this thing, well, no, actually, I can't even really ask this. Well, I mean, I guess I can ask it above table, and you can decide whether or not I would know. Because Shio obviously didn't read the journal. But, would someone picking it up who has magic, whether they intend to use it or not, be, changed by it? Would it force itself upon the magic?
Sure.
Or is it, you have to intend to use it?
Notoriously, this book has been wielded by people who would not be considered kind or just. But it seems that it is less the book itself casting a curse on someone that changes them mentally, and more just the amount of power that it holds is corrupting. This seems, to put it in out-of-character terms, this seems less like an evil artifact that is, controls its user, and more like the Triforce. It's something neutral, and the person wielding it can abuse it if they succumb to it.
Interesting.
In this moment, I'm going to very quickly move over to Soren and Asugi.
Mm-hmm.
Soren fidgeting about, angrily sort of just going through your emotions. This is repeated history. You thought this would just be a simple little thing. You got away from it. It shouldn't be here anymore, but it is. It just keeps creeping its way back into your life.
Yeah, he's angry is all he can feel right now. There's betrayal, there's a bunch of other things in there. If I had known that this was about some stupid artifact, I would have gone in the first place. And there's just that hint of, God, there's a chance I'm not even going to make it home.
Sure.
And he just kind of, taking that moment, just, to no one in particular, just says, get away from me, all of you. And then just kind of collapses into his hands as he's thinking about what to do next.
Absolutely. Asugi, you see all of this?
He backs off, but he's not going far. He's going to stay invisible. He's not feeling like this is a great situation. He's not really sure of what his plan will end up being.
Sure.
But he sort of trust Soren's reaction the most because it's the most genuine that he's seen throughout this, and he's sort of trusting that in a sense while still keeping an open mind thing. He's just gonna step back and think about what's going on.
Just gonna throw the book across the deck and just whatever happens to it doesn't matter. He just throws it across.
Absolutely.
Sugi will go pick it back up and hide it again on his person.
Absolutely. You all are on the front deck. Before I start describing things, I have one final question. Drool.
Not Drool, but yes.
Droll. You are focusing on the captain,
It's like
yes?
the Nadar Nader situation all over again.
It is. You're
Which you haven't done in a long time.
No, I haven't. I've gotten good at it. Are you focusing on the captain, making sure he's not doing anything suspicious?
He's kind of just... He knows the captain can't really do anything to him, so he's kind of watching the others, but he's staying relatively around the others at this point.
Cool. I imagine, who do you mean specifically by others, as Trent...
Well,
Trent and Irith go down, Shio stays in, helping finish up the locks and casting a spell, and Soren just kind of exists.
Yeah, he kind of watches Shio cast a spell, realizing afterward it's like, it's probably not hurting anything. He takes one final glance at the captain and then probably just stands on the outside of the captain's quarters.
Alrighty. Trent and Irith. Irith, you begin describing things to Trent as you go and pull the board back, and you see an empty compartment. Irith and Trent, both of you realize something at the same time. Trent especially. When you were putting the chains back on, I described there being 4 undead in that room. You have only resurrected 3. I need...
Trent is gonna fucking book it upstairs.
Shio, make a Constitution saving throw.
So fun.
Me as well.
No, you're fine. Woo, very good.
Not 20.
Damn!
Trent and Irith, you immediately book it upstairs. Shio, you feel 5 cold, gnarled fingers dig into the back of your neck, and your life force begins to drain from you. You reach behind and rip it out as it begins to tear from you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You
Even
take
with a nat 20 does?
half of this.
I'm assuming halved, yeah?
Yeah, you take half.
Kill you, Dust.
So you take 20.
You wrench them out, and I imagine push this thing back behind you just instinctively.
Yeah, whatever the hell has dug its fingers into Shio, Shio just rips the hand off and then shoves it backwards.
You do. You rip the hand off. It didn't seem like this thing is necessarily easily attached, so to speak. And you'll see a pale, blonde-haired person, a corpse. You look at their eyes, glassy as they are, clearly a zombie. This was one of Trent's, you thought. It was in here a second ago with him. It didn't leave with him, though. You've never seen this one. It looks at you, and its eyes, though glassy, they shift to make an expression, an emotion, just kind of disappointment. And he says, "Now this is troublesome. I thought when you took the locks off this would be easy. I would ask you to move aside." At this point, Droll, you can turn. You hear, something happen.
Droll's turning the
yelling.
corner, glaive in fucking hand as he starts into this room.
What is Trent yelling?
Trent is yelling, "There's a fucking intruder!"
Soren, you will see Trent and Irith begin to push up along with you, Asugi, and you all can look into the room as Droll barrels in. The zombie looks out at all of you.
Droll very easily crosses this room.
Absolutely.
As Iris is, like, going up, she remembers. She remembers something. And she, like, thinks really fast in her head, like, oh. And she casts Aura of Life.
Absolutely. You begin to close in with your glaive, Droll, as you sort of fall down, Shio, from the blight that was cast on you. And as you bring the glaive close, it will say, "That is a bad decision. I wouldn't. Are you going to do it anyway?"
He does it anyway.
You cut into it very easily, like just through the torso. It stumbles backwards. You could see its motor functions begin to sort of shut down. A fatal wound. And it says, "Honestly, I wanted this to be less gruesome."
Wait,
Very
can I
well.
make a...
Hmm?
Is Trent in there?
You can like rush in. You could be like at the door as I imagine Droll goes to finish this thing off.
As it's talking, can I make an Arcana check to see if it's the undead talking or something else?
Absolutely, make me an Arcana check.
26.
26. Something else.
All right, great.
I imagine you cut the thing down, Droll.
Yeah, it is 2 quick strikes.
It
Just bam, bam.
it begins to fall apart before it stumbles backwards, looking at you, and it'll turn to you, Shio, as it begins to stumble out the window, and it'll say, "Just know, I tried to make this easy." And will tumble out the window.
The boarded up window.
Yeah, it'll tumble through the boards. They were loose, like I said.
This is bullshit.
Are you guys
Damn
fucking
it!
okay?
I was gonna try to cast banishment.
The water
Roll
splashes.
has a bonus action dash. Good luck with that.
Irith. People are somewhat split. Asugi, are you still invisible?
Yes.
Alrighty, Asugi, where are you?
He has stayed outside of the room, but he's nearby.
Cool. Everyone seems, Irith, to be moving towards the captain's quarters, except Soren. Are you just staying put?
Thorin's going to move towards the area with crossbow prepared at this point and reloaded, but he's going to maintain kind of some visual of the rest of what's happening around the ship.
You see Droll go sprinting in and then 2 quick slashes.
Yeah. I'll look at one last thing before I describe something for you, Irith. Shio, is there anything you say or do?
It got its hand in me. It tried to pull out my life force. Did it? I can still kind of feel it. Can I like try to do like an Arcana check or something, or like try to use my magic to figure out if it like has anything lingering on me? Or
Sure.
if it's just damage.
Sure.
Already.
A 12.
I'll go over there and take a look as well.
I'll have that be advantage for Shio then. Go ahead and roll me again.
All right.
Yippee.
With a 21.
17.
Shio, you see some small lingering. You can feel it. The area around the wound is like scabbed and dying, but you feel it dissipating. You got a nat 20. Any lingering effects that might have been are not. A small bit of relief. A quiet washes over the boat for a moment. Irith. Everyone moves towards the boat. Moves towards the captain's quarters. Are you going there too with your aura?
Iris is like, she's directly like, as she and Trent realize, Trent faster than Iris, about the corpse and about there being one more undead. Like, her eyes reach his. He's going up there. She is straight behind him. She is, like... She's casting Aura of Life faster than she can actually run. And she is directly in there with everyone.
You stumble forward, you cast the spell, you and you alone from your position on the ship as everyone is further ahead, you begin to hear splintering, creaking of wood. You rush forward, planting yourself in between everyone, as anyone who turns around outside the captain's quarters will watch as, almost in slow motion, the center of the ship will split open, and water will pour outwards abruptly as this side of the ship begins to fall backwards into the ocean. A massive, unseen figure made out of bone and gnarled, rotted flesh barrels upwards through the center of the ship, splitting it into two pieces. Immediately, things start exploding. However, Irith, with your aura of life, you grab at as many people as you can as the noise begins to take over and the water begins to pour into your lungs, and you can't see and you can't hear. And that's where we'll end the session.
I cast Water Walk.
That's where that is where we end the session.
Oh
Shio
my
will be
God.
casting Water Walk. Don't worry, you guys.
Invisibility has worked against me.
Yeah, mages.
We can't see.
Yeah, you don't know where the hell Asugi is. Asugi's just dead, I guess.
Can water walk?
I questioned it.
It's like sometimes it's good not to hide.
Yeah.
Jesus, what is
Oh, so you don't have to see them in order to cast water walk.
Yeah, you don't.
True.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
I was
I
about
can
that.
just cast it.
You-
Oh my
I'm
God.
about to say, as long as
a
Asugi's in range, it can affect.
It's not a
He is.
particularly large boat, so
What a crazy session.
yeah.
And
Dust,
Holy
I know.
shit, yeah.
God damn it, Dust! I was hoping it would be like one more session before we saw this motherfucker again.
Dust,
I know
what
what
this
it
thing
is.
and
I know
hate
how much danger we're in now.
It's like, second session, everything about my character has been revealed, except for one thing, and Final was like a smidgen close to discovering
It was Final was very close to figuring it out.
I
Amazing.
I can't wait for my character reveals.
Hawk, I want you to know the thing that I told you about earlier today, which I can allude to now. I made this campaign before anything, and I was like, some guy stole the Codex Mortis from the Emerald Institute, and some other stuff is happening, which I won't talk about yet. And then Hawk comes to me and is like, I want to play a necromancer. And I was like, okay, I mean, that's a funny coincidence. And then last session, he's like, I want to play someone from the Emerald Institute. And I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Want to be someone from the Emerald Institute specifically. So Trent is no longer the bad guy; he's the good guy.
Oh, God.
I knew what this campaign was gonna be about the
Yeah,
second
I
saw
did
the post.
too. I knew it was gonna happen.
It was our fault.
I honestly
A
thought it was
little
gonna be
bit.
that
It's a
dragon.
little bit our fault.
Like, I thought it was gonna be
Absolutely
that
nothing
dragon.
has been revealed about Iris except she doesn't know how to fish, and she can be a bit tricky.
Well, and you can see the future.
Honestly,
Atlas, it's not
And she can
entirely
be
our
very
fault. It's not
First-
like we could have killed that whale anyway.
Soren is still out of his depth.
I was gonna say like during session, but I never actually got the chance to. Is that on the way down to like explaining about the corpse, Iris would have started like explaining her dream to Trent, because she like at this point in time she's like, okay, all of this has just been revealed, and that thing just happened. So therefore, if he knows this, that's one more brain cell on this bitch.
Mhm.
Trent would have accepted. Trent, I think, so far, Trent thinks that like is going to do exactly like as he said. The only issue he sees right now is Soren, but except for of course the whale that just broke the boat.
Yeah, we're gonna see
Guys,
where that goes next session. I'm excited.
We're
It
gonna
would
need
have
a
been
bigger
really
boat.
funny if I planned something with Hawk and Drull and Trent actually did know each other.
That would have been crazy.
Man. Well, thank you
Like,
all.
all right, come along, girl.
Thank you all for
He's
coming
like-
along this week.
Trent's personal guard.
I appreciate you very much in this little mini campaign. You're about halfway through now.
Damn, halfway through, we've only had 2 sessions.
Yeah, we're likely gonna.
Really?
Make it
We're
longer,
most.
Dust.
I believe we're most certainly gonna have 5. I believe that is where we're gonna end. Is at 5.
Make it longer, Dust.
No. For multiple reasons, no.
I sure hope we don't die next week.
But I'm glad that you're liking it. Next week, it's gonna be very fun. Speaking of next